Hey guys, what's going on? Cyrophare here, and this is going to be my first installment into my new series, how to pretty much play and get out of bronze and silver. So this is where a majority of the League of Legends community is stuck, and I myself was stuck for a while. And I really, it took me a long time, but I finally figured out some of the really important parts of figuring out how to get out of here. I'm going to be on Caitlyn this game, as you can see, with a Janna on my team. I'll go ahead and let you look at the other team too. They have an Ezreal and a Blitzcrank, and then there's going to be a Shen top versus our Jace, a Lux mid versus our Twisted Fate, and a Warwick jungle against our Sejuani jungle. So, since I'm on the bot side, I really just like to get out here quickly, mark this entrance. Not many teams really invade aggressively. As long as you kind of post out and let them know you're there, especially on the blue side. It's interesting that they didn't try anything at all since they have a Blitzcrank, because normally Blitzcrank teams in these divisions get really aggressive. But to start off, one of the biggest things is to get out of base quickly. I pride myself on just immediately being the first one out of base. That's a huge thing that you always hear from pro players. And although I know I said that this is not going to be, you know, tips from the pros, this is going to be tips that apply to us. That does apply to us. That applies to every single level of the game. You need to get out as fast as you can. And normally, the position right up here is always a position of intention for an invade. And when I play AD carry on purple side or top lane on blue side, I always get out as fast as I can and go mark that spot. Because I can't tell you how many times my mid lane has, you know, took a crazy amount of time buying, and just face checked it and walked into their entire team. So, once again, guys, I just want to thank you before we really get going for watching this stuff. I hope that you enjoy it. Please give me feedback. I'm all open to constructive criticism. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, if I'm talking too much, too little. This is one of my first type of videos, or this is one of like the first videos I've done of this sort. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to have more to come, and they're not all going to be AD carry. I'm going to cover all roles. So AD carry is just one of those positions that is known for having the last hit. Last hitting in this lane should not be very difficult. I'm very comfortable on Caitlyn, like I said. I'm against a Blitzcrank, and I know that I can, you know, I'm very comfortable dodging him, because like I said, a lot of people that pick these like Blitzcranks, a lot of people that pick like the Blitzcrank, Shen, Malphite, they really don't know how to play that champion that well. They just get very excited that it slid through bans, and they just pick it up and they don't really know how to play him. So, not very scared of the Blitzcrank. Ezreal took Ignite, which shows me, I don't know, he's not too experienced, or he just wants to get really aggressive. And the main thing that I always want to do is get a feel for my lane partner and opponent, as well as everyone else in the game. But you know, it's very integral to you know, see how your teammate plays and see how the other team plays. Right now, Ezreal being very passive, getting some Mystic shots in, and I can see that Blitz is, previously he was looking for every opportunity he could to get a grab in. So, a little bit aggressive. Ezreal, for some reason, is pushing me to tower, and that's not very smart of him. I do miss a few creeps because of it, but it's going to set himself up for some tough ganks, because we have Tri-Brush control. Blitzcrank didn't ward it. So, and you know, see right there, and this is not being rude. This is just being straight up. I saw that grab, and it was just, you know, completely off. So I know that this Blitzcrank is not going to be a huge threat to me right now. That's not to discount him, but you know, I can put myself in some situations that otherwise I wouldn't put myself in if I knew that I was playing an incredibly competent player. And you'll see that later on in the game. Another thing I would really like to hear back from y'all is, well, I'll go ahead and cover this first. We saw Warwick with the ward in our jungle, and Sejuani, we motioned for Sejuani to move over there, and we pick him out, and then I try my best to get the first blood there, and then I go all in. I know that I can handle Ezreal, and then sadly, I don't get Blitzcrank. I almost got a triple, but I got the, like just before the final blow. But why I say that is, you always want to take advantage of advantages that you have in the beginning. If you get a slight advantage, you need to capitalize on it immediately, because that will set the tone for the game. And I tried really hard to get the Warwick kill, and get that killing blow on him, because I know how important double buffs is for an AD carry in bottom lane. And right now, when I have these, unless I just make a completely just pathetic play, this lane is pretty much over for Ezreal. I am just so far ahead right now. I'm going to go back. I have 1,800 gold. I got a double kill and an assist. I'm going to get a BF sword, come back to lane with about a 50 damage power spike in my advantage. And he's just going to be not be able to do anything. Their Blitzcrank is level 3. Their Ezreal is level 3. And he went Doran's longsword 5-pot. He knows that I'm going to be poking him to death. But that's not very smart. The thing is, what he did was he built himself so far into early game, and he invested so much that this lane, he shouldn't even be worrying about the lane anymore. All he needs to do is try to farm as best as he can. And by buying those potions, that immense amount of potions and the Dorans, he set himself behind for later. And you'll see that in about 5 minutes, I am just so ridiculously ahead of him because that he invested, well, you know, because I crushed him early, but also because he invested so much into early game. And it didn't pay off for him. Right now, I want to push this wave in his face and make him miss a ton of CS. And Caitlyn is extraordinary at poking under the tower, so that's really what I want to focus on doing. And that's where you live. For those of you that play Caitlyn, you just want to go auto attack Q, and then net if you need to. Like I said, Blitzcrank, not scared of him. He should be scared of me. There's no way he should even think about pulling me right now. If he pulls me, I kill Ezreal, period. Now right there, I see that my Twisted Fate is getting a little, you know, annoyed, and that's not a big deal. It's that's part of playing in this queue. It's your job as a teammate to kind of, you know, not comfort him, not baby him, but just let him know everything's fine, not a big deal. There, I thought I had my ultimate, so I was like mashing on Blitzcrank's picture, and I didn't really even realize that I was moving. And I just messed up my combo. Just some pretty rookie mistakes. It does get better, but like I said, Twisted Fate, you know, just work with him. Don't call him out. It's just a death, not a big deal. We're up 3-1 right now. There's absolutely no reason to you know, come down on him too hard. Right now, I see that we're pretty well warded, we have a river ward, and their Warwick is really not scaring me right now, because I can get out of most of the stuff. Janna is doing a nice job of sticking by my side, protecting me. So I'm just very content pushing this wave up to tower and just sitting on it. You always want to try to read your lane opponent's movements as well. If Ezreal gets outstandingly aggressive, then I know that Warwick's in the area and I need to be careful. In the same respect, if I see Warwick top, I will immediately amp up the aggression and be able to shove the tower really hard. Now, this is an interesting interaction down here. I don't know if Sejuani knew that I backed, but he engaged a very bad fight. I told them that I was not there and I was on the way, but it was already too late. Damage had been done, and he knew that, and he knew that it was a little mistake. It's not a big deal, and you just got to keep on playing. Attack, move, attack, move, attack, move. Never stop. Never go full retreat if you have full health and you're chasing. Yeah, see, like thought we had Kate. Not a big deal. I'm not gonna, you know, talk crap about that. not a problem. But at the same time, I'm not backing off at all. I want them to know that I'm here, here to stay, here to play, and I think that I'm better than them. And if they want to contest me, then they can. And I'm pretty sure that I can out-mechanic them and just beat them straight up. And then here, I see an easy opportunity to scare Ezreal into burning a summoner. And there he goes. I wouldn't have been able to kill him, because I think, well, he didn't have barrier because he has Ignite, but I don't think I would have been able to kill him there. But I knew that I would probably scare him, and he was a little off. So I burned a flash out of him, which was excellent. So now I'm a flash up on him and a cleanse up on him, because he just doesn't have any cleanse or anything like that. So just keep pushing this wave. Right now we don't have a ward, so next time I go back, I normally would buy a ward, but I see that Janna's working on a Sightstone, so I know that she's going to be able to ward for us, and that's not that big of a deal. I see Warwick top, and I really don't want to go back right now. Janna, that's fine, Janna goes back. I'm so far ahead in this lane right now, it doesn't even matter that I'm going to be 2v1 in a second. I just know that there's absolutely nothing they can do to me. And just farming. 86 at 11. That's not terrible. That's not normally. I normally aim for a little higher, but you do what you can. Now here they get very aggressive, and I knew that they were gonna get aggressive. I was trying to bait them in. Janna's on her way, and they still were in that mindset that I was gone, or that my support was gone, and they were 2v1. And I'm so far ahead right now. I know that I can just crush either of them. So, we just got a free kill there, momentarily. I just chase him down. He was trying to recall in the brush, and then we just flash in for the auto attack. He grabs me in, and the Janna just played very well there, constantly kept me shielded, and we got a double kill bottom. Always want to know what fights you can take, what fights you can't take. Always want to know their cooldowns, etc., etc. I knew that Ezreal's flash was down, so that was going to be an easy snag on him. Now here is an interesting play, or an interesting interaction between us. He immediately ults on Janna because he knows he's not going to be able to get to me, and I instantly set a trap down right on top of him. Now once again, he has double buff. That's huge. That's like gold for AD carries. So I kill him and then immediately chase on to Lux, and Twisted Fate has the exact same idea. And we get a double kill. Always, once again, know what cooldowns your opponents have. I know Lux threw out her snare, and he threw out her orb, or essence flux, or whatever that is. And I knew that I had no problem. Now, there we saw that Twisted Fate was having a tough time earlier, so I just let him know that was a really good play. Always let your team know if you think they did something good, if you think they did something that they might need to improve on next time. People might not take constructive criticism well, but you can instantly kind of feel that out as the game goes on, and you can know whether to just shut up or let your teammate know that you think they should do something a little bit differently. Right now, once again, I have double buff. It's just a steady flow this game of dominance, and Sejuani is here in the Tri-Brush for a gank, and this is another just really good position for us. I go all in. Normally, I don't recommend going this hard on an AD carry, but I know that I'm just so ridiculously far ahead, and there's nothing they can do to stop me. In that situation, Sejuani should have gone straight onto Ezreal, because Ezreal has that innate escape, and Blitzcrank does not, and Blitzcrank would just melt beneath me and him. But that's okay. We just threw away a little kill. It's not a big deal. He's not worth that much gold, and he went back anyway, so, whatever. Now, I have my tower down at 14 minutes. I'm farming pretty well. So now it is my job to move my advantage from this lane into and all over the map. So many people piss me off by saying, oh, I won my lane like 5-0, doubled my opponent's farm, and I'm still losing. I hate this game. That's your fault. It's your fault for losing. Those people that are playing on your team are meant to be playing in silver. If you don't think that you're meant to be playing in silver, then you need to be making plays that are not silver plays, that are gold plays, and that are platinum plays. And you need to make those plays to get out of here and carry your team to victory. You're not going to be able to do it all the time. Some people don't belong even in silver. They should be in bronze. But it's your job to carry the team to victory. And I truly believe that. That's one of the things that I've struggled with over my 2.5 years of playing this game. I've just been, it's been up and down. It's been a roller coaster, but I've really grown. It sounds so sappy, but like my online etiquette has just become so much better as I've played this game more and more, because I understand that it's my job to carry the team, because I deserve to be higher than I actually am. These people that I'm playing with, they've played their games and they deserve to be where they are, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not supposed to be here. Now I see that my team's doing dragon, and I should have made the call that not to. That was just my fault. That's another one of those in hindsight. And it means nothing. You always need to be vocal. You always need to, let your team know what you're thinking. That was a really good play by Shin. It cut off the screen, but Shin ulted on Blitzcrank right when my ultimate went off. Now here I baited the Jace into a bad spot. It wasn't necessarily a bait, but he just didn't play it right. And I thought he was gonna, maneuver it a little better, and he didn't. So we could have fared relatively well there, but he just kind of stood still and thought I was a little stronger than I was or something, and he was a little stronger than he was. So we got baited into a bad situation, and Jace died. I know how strong I am. I know how much of an advantage I have, but at the same time, I need to really look at this game right now. It is 10-10. And I have 8 kills and 1 assist. So pretty much all of our involvement this game all of the kills are me. And that means that my team is pretty substantially behind in their other lanes, because no one bottom got a kill on me. So that means that my top and mid combined have made up a 10 kill difference, which is pretty scary. But still manageable, definitely manageable, and nothing to start, whining over. Now here Shin comes in, I immediately cleanse the taunt, maybe not as fast as I could have done it, and then Janna gets a pretty clutch ultimate off, and I just keep on playing with Shin, trying to keep him in. I know he has no kill potential on me, and I'm just trying to keep him preoccupied while my team comes in and cleans up the mess. Here I flash in for the kill on Warwick, get a blue buff for myself, and then they chase down Ezreal. That was a great example of a team overextending when they should not. They basically did the exact same thing we did. We pushed down mid and we went for dragon. You only want to go for one objective. That's all you want to do in solo queue. You're not good. You're not, coordinated enough, and you're also probably not good enough to be able to force multiple objectives across the map at the same time. The other team will already be respawned, and they'll be running at you full force. We did it, they did it. Right now, all of the lanes are relatively far pushed. We have minimal ward coverage, so I don't feel comfortable enough farming a lane right now by myself. Especially on Caitlyn, who is not the most mobile character in the game, to say the least. So I go back, pick up my Phantom Dancer. Huge power spike for me, especially since I already have my Infinity Edge. And I run back with my double buff and start looking for a fight. Since they have a Shin, that gives them a bunch of global pressure. So I immediately ping my team to go ahead and try to contest that Shin. I don't know where Warwick went there. I'm not sure what happened. It might have been a little glitch. But I want to contest Shin. Tribrush is warded, obviously, and he backs off. and I get some good damage put onto me, which I just go up and heal. You never want to have some hanging damage on you as an AD carry, anyone for that matter, but you know, AD carry especially, because you need all of the life you can get, especially with such a team like Warwick and Shin that have a dive into the back line that is, you know, pretty high damage. Now here we catch them completely off guard. Shin is top, and all of the other people were mid, and they just weren't expecting us to go. I just dodged into that. They weren't expecting us to go top that quickly. So here, I should have expected this. Warwick immediately jumped onto me, and then he was immediately gold carded, which was a very nice play. And then this is a pretty big team fight for us. So I am just attacking the closest person near to me, and I know that I'm going to die here because I have an Ignite on me, so I just keep on trying to put as much damage on Deluxe as I can, and see if I can help my team net a kill. And in the end, I think we went 3 for 2. Yep, we went 3 for 2. Not terrible. They got my killing spree gold, but if you look mid, Janna, the split pusher that she is, was taking down middle. That's about half health. So I would say that definitely went in our favor, obviously, because it was 3 for 2. Got some good damage on the tower, but that's not where we should. That's not how we should be trading right now with such a fed AD carry. So it's one of those things. You just need to kind of weigh your options, and I didn't play the top fight as well as I should. If I did, we might have gotten the top tower. But that was just a mistake on my part. And self-reflection is one of the keys to improving, obviously, and getting better in solo queue. You gotta know what you're bad at, what you're good at, and what you need help with. I am horrible at map awareness. You know, my support needs to be my kind of guardian. I have very bad map awareness. I won't see a gank coming from river sometimes, or what have you. I'm very good mechanically, very sound decision-wise. You'll see some in a little bit. I single-handedly split push mid. That's another thing as an AD carry that you can do. Caitlyn's a tough one to do it on. Vayne is, like I said, my main, and she is one of the hardest carriers in the game if you know how to play her. And I use her to that to that fullest potential. Sometimes as an AD carry, you just need to split push and win the game yourself while your team stalls, if you have that certain skill set. Here, we're just kind of like playing around. I know that was warded because their movements were just perfectly in line with that, and my team gets caught into a ultimate. Now here, Janna just has a great ultimate. Warwick jumps on me immediately. He went very deep, way too far in, but Warwick jumps on me, and Janna gets a clutch monsoon, gets him off of me immediately, and I'm able to crush down Warwick, and that overall wins us the fight. And you always want to let your teammates know that they've done a really good job, especially when they save your life like that. See, like I always comment, Janna, great ult. Twisted Fate, good job earlier. You always want to, keep team morale high. I just cannot get over it. You're pretty much one man carrying the game in all aspects. That's what you have to do. That's the mindset you have to have. It's you against the other team. You got to keep morale high. You got to keep your mechanics sound. You got to keep your play sound, and you just need to do everything in your power to win the game and just use your team as not necessarily a meat shield, but use them and try to go for self-preservation. Now I know they're doing dragon right now. I don't have vision, and I don't want to send out a blind Q. I do anyway because I saw them back off immediately, which made me think that it was about to be smited, but sadly it was already smited. Here we had a pretty free catch on Blitzcrank, but then an Ezreal Q came out of the bush and we decided to back off. Always farm. Slacking a little bit this game on farm, but it's still pretty decent. 180 at 24, nothing to be ashamed of, but not too great either. Right now, I just went extreme damage. My first 3 items were damage. I went IE, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper. I just did that because I have a really good support team behind me. Twisted Fate, gold carding Warwick on me, Janna alting Warwick. I mean, I've just been very impressed with my team so far as in regards to saving my life. So I'm gonna, put that trust in them and use all of my potential to do as much damage as I can to the other team. Here we catch them off guard and just take a free middle turret, as per a call I made. And then here is a mistake. And I just owned up to it immediately. I got caught out, bad position. I really just was not paying attention to Warwick. I wasn't expecting him to go that deep. And if he did go, because I figured that he had no reason to go that deep because my team was behind me. But what I did not see was my team started breaking away to the left side, and I was not expecting them to do that, and Warwick got a great pick on me. So I immediately melted. I didn't even have time to 90 caliber net or flash out. I immediately own up to it. That was completely my fault. No one else's. So I know that I really need to play extra special now, because I just threw away a pretty good lead we had. We still have the lead, but I threw away a advantage. Now, Twisted Fate could have ulted and tried to catch someone there right then when I was close. He does it a little late here. Still not bad, but it definitely could have been done a little bit better. Always nice to have a Twisted Fate that locks his gold card before he ports, and then Janna comes in for the follow-up, so does Sejuani. And they just dive on him. Here we go. Now here's the plays. I see Lux, and I know that I can just immediately kill her. See, I just crush her. Q into an ultimate, into an auto attack, she dies. I know I can get 2 free kills here because I know that their only their only threats to me killing me are bottom, and they were just cleaned up by my team. So I immediately go as hard as I can on the Lux and the Blitzcrank and clean up 2 easy kills just by myself. That's one of the reasons I love Caitlyn so much. She has so many dimensions to her. She's very bursty, but she's very consistent. Ezreal ulted me, and then I see Shin, and I know that I need to be a little bit more careful. Now, my team, meanwhile, is pushing the bottom hand side, and their team commits incredibly hard. So I know this is my time to shine. This is my time to get the tower and do my thing. Like I said earlier, you just gotta let your team do their own thing sometimes, and just be your own split pusher. Now Blitzcrank starts running at me, and I immediately know I can just turn on him. He's level 11, and I just dodge his grab, and then I start dicing him. He dies, and then Lux is just free kill. She has no ultimate from earlier, and the red buff finishes her off. And I'm able to finish off the inhibitor. And I actually thought that I had just taken the inhibitor for my life, but then I realized that the other team had decided to recall, and I can just kind of dodge around, and Warwick's ultimate was still down from the earlier team fight, so I'm trying to kite him into my traps, which I do. For some reason, my 90 caliber net animation bugged really bad there. I lay down another trap and keep running. You need to kind of weigh risk-reward traps. Their Jace went ham in attempts to save me, which was just phenomenal of him. Really well done. Thank him for that always. That was just a really, really nice play by him to save my life. And then Ezreal all comes in, gets him to wet his pants a little bit. And my next order of business is Quicksilver Sash. Even though I have Cleanse, Quicksilver Sash / Mercurial Scimitar pierces the Warwick ultimate and Malzahar ultimates, unlike Cleanse. I don't remember what patch that was. I'm pretty sure it used to work for Cleanse, though. Here, I'm going over to get red. I motioned to him that I'm on my way. I don't think he was paying attention, and he just smites it away. So, you know, it's okay. Not a big deal. Here I have another opportunity to kill Lux. I don't go near as hard as this one on this one though, because I was not sure if her bind was up, and if I get caught by a bind and Warwick comes out of the shadows like he did earlier and just annihilates me, that's my fault, and I did not want to do that again. If that had not happened to me earlier, I would have gone pretty deep for that kill. Now, the only reason I'm doing this right now is because I want to see if they have it warded, and I immediately see all three of them walk up into stealing position, so I know that it is warded. I drop my ultimate on Blitzcrank, and then I immediately start dashing on people from the outside lines. I get Shin taunted, and I'm fine with sticking on him for a while, and then I just crush Ezreal, and I immediately want to go for that double buff. And then he blinked over the wall, and that was just a poor play by me. But after that fight, that was pretty much the game changer. Or not game changer, but just the game sealer, I guess you could say. Ezreal can't really do anything here. It's kind of funny. Sejuani ran out and tried and dropped turret aggro, and then it killed Jace. At this moment, we have two inhibitors down. Bottom inhibitor is getting sieged by minions. They're going to clear it, but still, that's pretty good. We have it. All three inhibitors are naked. 2 are down. And now it is time to get my Mercurial Scimitar and really line up for a Baron attempt and then seal the game. One thing that I see people tend to do in solo queue is they overvalue Baron. When you're playing in games like these, Baron is not that big of a deal. Baron is a luxury. Inhibitors are a necessity. If you have a chance at an inhibitor or Baron, you want to take the inhibitor. That is a concrete advantage that you have in the game. When you take Baron, that wears off, and solo queue decision making is very slow, very just rusty, and by taking Baron, you give yourself a 5-minute window, yes, to do some good stuff, but if you don't use it, then you pretty much just threw away a huge advantage that you had. There, I get caught by a snare, I get hit by the Lux ultimate, not a big deal, heal it up. And Janna tries her heart out to get a flash ultimate on the Blitz, but she doesn't get it, and then we just transition bot and work on taking this inhibitor. Just ult there to secure the kill, because Warwick is the only thing that could keep them in the game right now, just ulting me and holding me still for Lux. And we clean house. I'm just doing so much damage. I just crit Ezreal for 900 damage, just, crushing everyone, and Shin makes it into the base, but to no avail. We finish off the Nexus, and we are able to take the first game of my series on YouTube. So I would once again like to thank you all for watching very much. Really appreciate it. If you stuck to the end, that's amazing. You're awesome. If you didn't, that's fine too. You wouldn't be hearing this, obviously. But I stream as well. I will be streaming sometime this week, consistently. Pretty soon, if I get some good feedback on my stream, I'm going to upgrade to the $15 every 3 months or whatever it is, and get the really high definition stream. But right now I'm just running at 360, and that's doing okay. It's just not the kind of viewing potential that I would like. I feel like if people are actually going to watch my stream, I'm very much willing to do the $15 and make it enjoyable for them. Because I really do think I have some fun gameplay to watch. I have a lot of stuff to offer. I'll put some more gameplays out soon. Other roles, same role, whatever. Let me know what y'all thought. Let me know if I talked too much, talked too little, game was too long, if you would like a highlight reel instead. Just all these things. I really want to get better at making these videos. I really want to get better at League of Legends too. So, you know, if you have any critique on my gameplay, even though I'm supposed to be helping you, I'm up to criticism, open to criticism always. And I really appreciate y'all watching. So check out my stream. It's in the description. And if y'all enjoy that as well, just send me a message. Let me know what I can do better if you enjoy it. And I'll upgrade to the $15 a month and get you some good viewing for that. So once again, guys, this is Cyrophare, and thank you for tuning in to my episode 1 of Bronze and Silver Tips. Take it easy. Peace.